Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Timberborn, episode 36. We're really going now. And I've noticed as I look at this, they have been starting to work on our fungi area. Look at that. We've got a wall going up there. That's exciting. Well, you join us 18 days into a 21-day drought. Thankfully, the game was kind to us. I'm pretty confident we're going to be okay and get through this, and all the beavers should survive it, which is really exciting because for the first time in a long time, we get to plow straight through a drought, keep the beavers going, keep the numbers going, and keep the building process going. I am thinking in the back of my mind, I hope it's kind to us on the other side of this drought when it comes to how long it gives us of temperate. Time will tell on that. Now, on the last episode, we did start to automate. You'll probably notice that some of these pauses have got little blue circles on them. And the little blue circles mean they're automated for those that are new. And I have only just started to learn how to use the automations. And we are going to make a new rule on the Permadeath series in the future where everything has to be automated in a colony. And I'm not allowed to interfere. That's going to make it really tricky. Certainly when a drought happens, and as you know from watching this, I mess up a lot. But what we did on the last episode that I am determined to finish is the project of getting water to metal. The beaver population in metal is getting so large that this Oakenwood colony cannot deliver enough water over there. Now, I can fix that by making another district crossing. So there are more beavers, like 20 beavers instead of 10 beavers working in that colony. But we're just creating a bigger problem where I need more beavers in order to be able to have that working. What that means is we're going to check on the tunnels. We are probably going to look at a few new automations on this episode because I'm excited to play around with that stuff. And we still need to focus on food. But it's exciting to see that they have started building this. This is, I didn't realize it actually got this far. This is happening because of this colony here, all of these trees that we're growing, that we built in lumber. We have 1,300 logs. That's more than we've ever had for this amount of time. We also have a lot of trees up here in food as well. Let's speed up time. Let's get them moving. Now, the food district still has a lot to build. This is our non-drinking water reservoir that's hopefully going to run on pressure. I really hope that works, mainly because Reservoir 3 is relying on it as well for this pump to work. You can notice it's got a blue one on there because I set that to the weather station that's over here. It's this weather station down here is set to temperate, and it's off at the moment because we are in a drought. So all the buildings connected to it are also off. This one, all of these, and this one. The ones that are basically wasting water. Speaking of water, we've got 35,000 in storage, which is great. And they are about to get to the bottom of there. So there'll be no more water to pump. We're going to ignore that for a moment. Let's go and check on the tunnels. Now, I believe that they did finish this one, but did they get all of the wood out of it? Because if they did, we can close up the tunnel. Yeah, they did. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to remove this path. Don't need it. I'm really excited to see this water work, but I have noticed that there are no metal plates on the bottom of this. It won't let me put them on, so maybe I think it's just a glitch. Yeah, it does say in impermeable floor. There is great. You just can't see it. That's a bit of a bug there, isn't it? Okay. Well, they're saying it has, so we'll believe them. Now we can close up the hole, which is exciting. This has been here for a long time. So we're going to close up the hole. And then we're not going to need this path anymore. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We still need that because we've got to build that. There we go. That water tunnel is complete. I am excited to see these work. These are dams. So I'm excited to see what that looks like when it finally starts to work. I don't think we need this anymore. No, we don't. So we don't need any of this. So we're going to just remove this. Boy, they got that stuff quick. They must really need that. That resource. And I think 1, 2, 3. We're going to put some 3 dynamites in. Kind of finish that bit off there. Make a more impressive spectacle. Okay, get rid of that. And then get rid of that. Yeah, it's fine. They can still get that if they need it. I'm happy that water can now get through here. Well, look at all this dynamite. Let's do it. Boom. All right. Gonna need to put a path here. Right, then they can get to that dynamite up there, but this is where we're going to grow a lot of our food. We're probably going to have to build a special pump for it. In fact, we are definitely going to have to build a pump for up here. Aren't we? Okay, let's get water down here first, and then I'll work out how we deal with that bit up there. There might be a clever way I can do it in here rather than messing around out there. Okay, well, we're going to leave that for a little bit. I mean, do I need to... Yeah, I need to get those beavers down to that, don't I? Oh, what a mess. Now, I could build one of those lifts. Those little funky lifts that I made last time. But we're not going to. We're just going to do it through a simple staircase. And keep it simple. How high? Go down. One more. Okay, that will connect me into there. But then I need to go down from here. So that goes there, that goes there, there. Staircases in there. That's hopefully going to get me where I need to go. Just going to make this important. I kind of want to get metal going with food and looking after itself so we can hopefully survive the longer droughts without them all dying in there. Because that's getting a bit depressing now. Okay, so they're going to focus on that. Why aren't they going this way? What is the problem here? Oh, they can't reach it. That's the problem. Okay, well, we can fix this. We can put a 3 in. And, oh, dynamite. Gonna get this dam sped up. I actually did see another problem there. We're going to have to do one there as well. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Great. Well, they're getting onto that pretty quickly. We've got 308 steel planks. We don't have a lot of scrap metal at all. That's because I need to get in metal the underground factory working. How far have they got with that? I'm expecting them, with all of the extract that's around, that they should have got quite far with this. Yeah, they're making some really good progress with it. We're going to take back the wood because I can, and then we're going to take back all of this wood as well. And I hate wasting the resource, so we will make that important. I can't remember this layout down here. It's going to be really interesting when I start to build. This was so long ago that we planned this out. It's going to be interesting how I rebuild this area. What I do need to do is get them up to level 3. So we are going to have to build some staircases that get up to that 2nd level. I actually can't remember how to do that. I don't think it's as easy. I don't think it is very easy to do, actually. The easiest way for me to do it is to connect this together, and then I can create a staircase off to the side from the ground level. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And then we can create a staircase up to this level, and then we can create a path around. And then they should be able to then get to the... Oh, of course. It doesn't matter because we're going that way too. They can get to the 3rd level. Okay, we'll do that. Before I should have done that, I should have made that important. Let's go down again. Right. You're important. And you two are important. Okay. We'll let them do that. So we're going to get some serious work done on this colony. It's driving me a little bit crazy on the lack of progress. I actually wonder how the metro's doing. We tried to build a really large metro system on this as well. Let's just go and see what's going on underground here. Yeah, I did. It goes all the way around here. These guys have got a lot to do. They have got a lot of work to do. Right, we have a tunnel that comes out here. Why does that come out there? Where does that... Does that just go around in a big loop? Yeah, I think it does. And if it does, then what we can do is make a pathway so the beavers can start to tunnel. Oh, wow, look at this. An army of extract carrying beavers has just turned up. That was crazy. I love that. That was probably a mistake. We got holes now. That was definitely a mistake. I need to fix that. Get my thing on, and then go away from that edge now. There we go. There we go. Solved. Nice. These guys got a load of planks from. Oh, I say that they actually don't. They've used them all already. So there's a lot of dynamite construction going on. So they do use a lot of it. Right, I'm happy with metal at the moment. Let's go and check out what's happening over here in Reservoir 3, because metal is getting nothing. As long as Reservoir 3... Where do they go? Do they go... Okay, that goes down into the tunnel. Okay. Are these set to... Yeah, they are. So that tunnel looks like it's nearly done. And then we have the tunnel that runs from Reservoir 3 to Reservoir 2. Which I'm actually worried is going to work. If it's... I'm actually really worried if it's going to work or not. Maybe it will. Maybe it does go. Maybe it does go down far enough. I don't know. We'll get all of this back. I want. No, don't do that. Okay, you can do that. I was about to destroy the staircase. Okay, that goes away. And then I do not want to waste the resource. So they need to come and get it. That's the tunnel from 2 to 3, and they made all of the dynamite here. I've got to be careful here because they might come up those stairs. Right, that was a problem on the last one of getting water to it. So now water can come through here and it can get into that drainage hole, which will take it to 3. This one here, this hole here, I believe goes to do the pressure for this. Let's go and see. Where does it go? Oh, we've got a lot of underground tunnels and I didn't want to do that. Yeah, it does. Well, it does, but they are so far from building that. I'm going to have to make a tunnel for that as well. Let's destroy that. And then we just need to make a path around here so they can still get to those dynamite. And really, we're going to have to dig down here. How far do we need to dig? Oh, I think we're right on top of it. I don't think we do need to dig down. I think it's right there. That's good. Yeah, it's right there. That means... Are we at the bottom? I think we might be at the bottom down here. Yeah, we are. Okay, well, that's good. We can blow up these 3s. Don't need that anymore. We can put in a 2. Oh, the dynamite stuff is... They have made an automation, and I don't really know what it means where they've added a plunger, but I don't know if the idea of the automated plunger is when there's a plunger there, they would just blow it up. It's here in the automations. Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what it is. It is this one. It's quite expensive. Yes. What does it do? Automate. Okay. I mean, okay, I know what I mean. We can automate it with any relay. So when the temperate weather starts, it goes off, or we could automate it to go off at night time when all the beavers are away. We could, so none of them get blown up. We could automate it on a switch, which is one of these, which is an automated one. So you can, when it's on, you can do this. I haven't really thought of well, I know a use of it, but it's not really automation. It's not really automated if it's a manual switch. That's the thing about a lot of people that do smart home stuff. They all have these beautiful dashboards. How do I explain that for people that actually have relationships? Basically, a dashboard is a screen where if you have lights in your house, you can turn them on and off with your hands. To me, home automation, you shouldn't need a dashboard. You should walk into a room and depending on the time of day, the lights and stuff do different things. But that's just my opinion for whatever it's worth. All right. We are at the bottom of this. If I make that important, then... Right, I'm getting distracted by this dynamite, and that is a bad thing. Where did we get to? So we made the path for this. I think once that's done, we are good to go. That water's going to go through there. It's exciting. Get water in metal. Where are they building at the moment? What's kind of going on with this? This colony has water in it. I still think no, I don't. This colony is living off the water. It's got it on its own. How much does it have left? 1,400. Should be enough. 311 beavers. I think that's the most we've ever had before. That's the most we've ever had. And because of that, we need to go and find a new place to build a food district. How are they doing with our end game? Let's get in there. We need to put a new food district in somewhere. Now we're gonna, maybe this actually is going to be a new district. Let's make a new district up here and make it food. It could just grow food and then deliver it to the factories over here. And we could make a district crossing that comes in and it's just delivering food to it. That could be good. I quite like the look of this up here. We're going to make this hold water. And then we can build our district on top of the platform. Pretty much exactly how we did on... No. How we did on... our lumber area. So that's going to be our platform. And then we're going to make this simple on ourselves. I know we're making metal now, but there is so much metal that is needed within the colony. I don't want to put a strain on that resource anymore. Mainly because they've got bot to build and fungi was huge decks. This is going to be a farming district. This is going to be very similar to how lumber works. Oakenwood Farm. And because it's going to be the same way that lumber works, we are not going to be building resource that can use to build extra things. It will be built and it will work, and that will be the end of it. We're going to start by putting in the housing, and that housing is going to simply run across the back with a pathway out of it. And we need to work out where our district crossings are going to be. It's pretty obvious that we would have a district crossing up here as it links to these. But I do want there to be... it's interesting, actually. That's interesting. It doesn't need... It's not going to need metal, so there's no reason to have a district crossing near metal. It's just going to use beavers that will be a waste. Is that a good idea? No, it's not. It's a horrible idea. That's better. That's better because we can put some well-being. I'm quite tempted actually to give these guys something special as well. What can we give them? Wind tunnels are fun. They've got enough room for it, and they could have a good view of... Yeah, let's do that. They can have a good view of metal while they're enjoying themselves. We do want to work on the beavers' happiness because they've had a pretty miserable life on this playthrough so far. All right, we need to get up there. Do that. Go in there. Go around there, and then got some wonderful spiral staircases that come down the side and into there. It's looking like the design I did for fungi now. Right, we have some houses in. It would be pretty silly for me to have all of this and for them not to be able to make their own food. That seems a little bit silly to me. So we are going to deal with that. I'm going to put 2 water towers above there. Like that. Come down. Oops. Nope. No. No. Try again. Better. In. Water. V. There we go. That's a great start. It's a great start. Now, there is going to be water in here, and I put water pumps up there. So let's make... That's not going to work, is it? Because of... Oh... Okay, that's not going to work. Let's put them in here. And then we'll have the same on this side. Like this. And then it would make sense for us to have our initial farmhouses on the deck so we're not using any planting room. That one looks like it can do all of that. So let's keep these in a line. Oops. Okay. And let's do the same on the other side. Going for that symmetry again. No, that's kind of weird on this, but I'm doing it. Okay, how far do they reach? I mean, that's fine. They get where they need to get to. Can always extend out to there, because we are probably going to need to put a metro around this one. Now, this is going to allow us to have large storage in between these. There we go, for all of our food. Let's put another one there. Another one here. Connect that up. 6 days. Okay. Housing, water. This is a... How am I going to do this? Right. We are going to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's there. Okay, concentration voice. Whoops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that goes down there. That, I think... Oh, is that gonna... That's not gonna leak in anywhere, is it? What's all that stuff there? It's a mistake. Okay, it's pretty solid under there. That's good. Okay, so that's that side. We're just putting in the water irrigation at the moment. Oops, don't do that. That's bad. Okay. And there. And then I'm not going to bother with that. We'll see what that does when it starts to work. We'll leave that like that. And that deals with all of this. Now we are going to need more farmhouses. But for now, we're going to make these pathways follow our dynamite ones. So we're going to get rid of this. Gonna get rid of this. Got massive holes there, look. That's not gonna work very well. Let's patch that hole up there. Do I need to? I actually don't need to. That's just solid rock, look. I don't need to. Okay, so if we don't need to, we can destroy all of that. All right, we don't need that there anymore. Okay, this is all looking good. Let's go back to our build. What are we missing? Well, quite a lot at the moment. Food, storage. Probably going to need more than that. It's probably going to make sense to go up. I'm going to simplify these. We don't need to do a platform going around the top because I'm not going to be making any more after this. Up there, so we only need a 1. And then we can use stairs to come down and finish off with a spiral staircase. Oops. And that can be just a normal staircase. There we go. Nice and simple. Now, I do want to plan in water dumps. How best to do these? That is the question. I think we're going to have to put some flow blocks in, just once water's in here to stop it from going out again, because all that's going to happen is they're going to be taken out and it's just going to drain into this because it's a bigger ditch than those. We're definitely going to need one at that end. We're definitely going to need one at that end, that's for sure. No question about it. We are definitely going to need them. Oh, I don't know if this is going to cause a problem here with these buildings being really close up. It normally does, so I've got to be careful with that. We'll do the other flows in a moment. Let's put in the other farmhouses. Where should we put the farm? Oh, well, we could make use of this ditch. Have a farmhouse there, and then a farmhouse here, and then a farmhouse there. One there, and then we can't do those yet, but we will be able to. That looks good. Gonna lose a bit of farmland at the back here, but I'm okay with that. We won't need any of this. Okay. Now we've got 2 days left. I want to go and check on the progress of our tunnels. Metal is going to have water on this cycle, and I would love it to happen on day 1. All right. We are good. Down here. Let's get all of this lumber back. The tunnel in Reservoir 3 is connected. What about the one underground? Why doesn't... Have I done this the wrong way round? Oh, I haven't. I think I have. I built that the wrong way round. What a fool. Did I build it the wrong way round? I don't know if I did or didn't. Okay, automate with weather. Well, I think I just ruined that for day 1. Let's go and check the tunnel under the ground that does take the water to it. Yep, this looks great. So that tunnel is there. This goes into there. We should be good. We should be ready to go. Can I blow this up? Looks like we can. There we go. In fact, some water's going to get down there already by the looks of it. We haven't emptied the reservoir yet, which is good. I wonder if I can automate these, that when they're not working anymore, like not producing anything, they turn off and then those beavers can go and do something else. That would be pretty good to do. We do have some trees here. So we may as well get those. Even though we've got a lot of wood, but we may as well get them if we can. Oh, it's got a block on there. Okay. Fine. Don't need any of this anymore. Don't need any of this. And we don't need any of this. What we do need is dynamite. To get to the hole. Right. Well, that's going. It's not going anywhere. It's. I'm pretty sure it's. Yeah, the tunnel's not even built yet. It's going nowhere. Can they get down there still? Yes, they can. This is good news. They can. They're going to do that dynamite. That's wonderful. They're starting to build this again, so we might be okay. Except for we don't really have any treated planks because we have no resin. Why do we have no resin? Because all the trees are dead. Okay, well, I messed that up a little bit. They might be able to get some from somewhere. 0.4. We're going to see a new cycle, and hopefully, let's see if our automation works. So with any luck, we should see all of those holds disappear. And have they slowed down like this speed on this? It does seem like these days do go on a lot longer than they used to. It's like watching paint dry, that clock. There we go. Cycle 25, day 1, and the automation worked. All of the pumps have turned on. And waiting for that new water. I really do love the automations. I think they're a lot of fun. And we should see some water pretty quickly. You know, on that one, we didn't even lose, it didn't even drain itself out. There we go, here comes the water. $20,000 water left in storage. They're dying of thirst, though it'll be in metal, they're dying of thirst. They just can't keep the amount of beavers there. Right. Good. Let's do that. And then we're going to get some water going underneath our colony. It's going to go down the path. But it shouldn't be there. Water comes down our path, reaches here, where it should be being picked up by this, but we're going to rebuild it. Sorry about that. It's a bit annoying. But they're getting there. And then that's going to pump into here. Then we have another underwater tunnel that's going to take it to there. That's going to bring it under here. And then for the first time, get into metal. We just need more resin, which isn't that far away. Now we've got a new cycle, means that we can move beavers. So there are 12 beavers here that aren't doing anything. First of all, I want to turn on all of the jobs that they can do. We don't need that on though. They don't need to do that. So there are 5 beavers. Let's send to food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send the babies. Send that one as well. Good. All right, they've gone to food. Food has no water in it. Oh, they all died in food, did they? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. We can give food more beavers. Give them 36. Give them a bit of a population boom over there. The water pumps are going. Okay. And then in metal, what's going on here? Oh, I automated those, didn't I? If there's, yeah. resources. What's going on in metal? We have 19 beavers not doing anything. But we've got quite a lot of stuff that's paused. Let's turn on the water pumps in hope we get some water over here pretty quickly. And they're just building as much as they can. Well, that's interesting. We have hardly any food. I guess they have hardly any food because food ran out. And these have turned on because this automation over here should have kicked in. Okay. A little bit disappointing, that. Maybe I want to create a district crossing between food and metal, because it's all coming through here at the moment. We could... Okay. Let's go back and while they work a few things out, we are going to see water in this district before the end of this episode, I promise you. But let's go and look at what's going on with food. Not food. Farm. We need things like hospital beds and all of that good stuff. It makes this work. We've got put some chipped teeth in. Chipped teeth. And we'll put in some, we'll put in some back scratches. That'll be good. And we definitely need some hospital beds. Where can they go? They can run down these three here. Like this. That takes care of all of those needs. We can also put some showers in as well. Where can we put some showers? We can put showers... Well, we could put a shower in there. Or we could... put 2 showers in here. Like that. Probably put a 3rd in. Got some showers, that's good. And then we need power for this, and I'm thinking of putting some food processing areas in here as well, so they can make stuff as well. Where does... Oh, that's the metro, isn't it? I do need to fix that. Let's go and have a look at the metro. How much have they done? Well, they haven't really got much further with it. I guess there's a lot of other stuff going on. I don't think this path is needed anymore. No, it's not. We don't need that path. Let's block in the hole just in case anything floods. And then we're going to take the power from here and we're going to put it up there. Just make that. All right. So we have power. Now, this does technically have a deck in it, so anything else we could put power underneath, so it doesn't have to be so in your face. And I do want to build a metro for this colony. What would be the best way to do one? Well, the best way would be to put one on top of these buildings, but I think we're going too high if we do that. We are going to create a path through here. Like this. And then this path is going to follow that line. I'm going to get rid of that. And then this path is going to follow this line. That works. And then we're going to get them to... Oh, we've got too much important stuff going on right now. Seem to have run out of dynamite. And that's because we have no bad water. Why do we have no bad water? Because there are no beavers working in it. That's interesting. Okay. That's interesting. We need them working. So what? Let's pause that and start it again. There we go. We'll get some more bad water. I didn't realize we'd run out. Could probably automate that in the future. Okay, well, bad water is starting to be pumped again. How are we doing on this pump? All right, it's getting there. It's getting there. Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. Do we have someone in there now? We don't. How about now? Yep, I can see the light on. Okay, and these need to be not priority. Right. They're going to get... Right, he's now working on that, which is going to give us some pine resin. Then we can make some treater planks. Do you know what? I can speed this process up. Can they still get to this path? Yes, they can. I'm going to take 2 of these out that are up here that I'm not using. Then they can use that to make the other ones. Do you know what? I could probably... I know it looks good, but we're never going to use them, are we? I tell a lie, we are going to use them in the future when this goes into creative mode. I'll just rebuild them. Oh, can they get to those ones though? Yeah, they can. Okay. They can get up there, right? Is he going? Oh, it's a long way round. Is there a quicker way I can get them to do that? No, I can't even go through there. Oh, that's horrible. Okay, well that's going to take them a while to get all of that stuff. We need to put more beavers in Oakenwood. Okay, metal. I'm going to send from there. No, don't do that. Oh. Okay. Right, that should have given me a huge amount of beavers that can... Sorry for the noise. That should send an army of beavers up there to get all of that stuff. And then hopefully they'll deliver it here. We're going to see this go up. And then we're going to see that work. And for the first time, we're going to have water in metal. Day 7, and there's not a lot of water in there. Have I done something wrong? See, I think this pump is just putting all of the water I need to fix this automation down there. I don't think it's doing me any favors for the colony, because I think it's... Do you know what I could do? What I could do is add a depth sensor to reservoir 1 somewhere. Where could I add it? Where could I add this depth sensor? Can't believe I can't spot any easy places to do it except for a place that cannot be reached. Okay. It's annoying. And this depth sensor, what we can do with it is, when it's off, so the idea is going to be is we need to get enough water in here to get these to work. So this depth sensor is going to work out when the water is up to here, and then it's going to say this can turn on. Because I think all the water is being used in here right now, which is why that's not filling up, and that's not good. We can't have that. This should be like a secondary last thing. Ah. It's on, but it needs power. Oh. Oh, really? Okay. There is always something. There is always something. Man, when are they going to get around to this bit here? Oh, he's coming now. Okay. The painful last part of the build. Sorry. But then we're gonna... hopefully get some water in metal. Don't block him. Did they not finish that? Oh, man. Don't you dare. Don't you dare finish that without... Oh, you little... It's getting trolled by beavers. You guarantee the next one will come, won't finish that one, and... Come on, where are you? Please just deliver it and build it. Okay, good. Right. Oh, I hate it when they deliver the wood and just leave. It's really annoying. Oh, for God's... 65%. Don't you dare. Thank you. Right, the other two are pretty easy. Then we'll have power, and then... have a little bit of a tour as well. We're going to see what they've been up to. They've done a lot of work up here. At the front of Bot, it's looking great. Oh, you've even done some... That's cool. It's just trolling me. It's just trolling me. That does look cool though, doesn't it? Look at that. Crazy skeleton. There it goes. All right. Let's go watch. Let's go see what it does. God, I hope this works. All right, water is going to go along here, and it is going to drop into the tunnel below Reservoir 3, and then it's going to make its way. This is the first time that metal has ever had water in it. I can't remember when we built metal. I can't remember. It must have been like episode like 12 or something like that. It was a long time ago. And it's taken All of this time to get water from the starting position right the way to the back of the map. And then into here. Just thinking, actually, I don't think I've got any. Yes, I do have drainage. It's at the back of the map, isn't it? I do have drainage. It's going to take a little while for it to fill, because these are dams. Suspense. Is it working? Who's starving to death? Why do we have no food? Oh, man. Why has that just ruined the entire thing? Pause. What is going on? Why do we have no food? Oh, man. Eggplant. This is why automations are going to be good. We have got loads of eggplant that are sitting there doing nothing. That's corn, isn't it? Can we get these factories going, please? Okay. Let's come back over here. I want to see this water. This has really annoyed me, actually. I'm really annoyed by this because I was excited that we were going to start this run with a load of beavers, but they've kind of let me down. The food district's failed me again. And it does seem to be that district that fails me constantly. There it goes, look at that! Oh, that's cool. Well, that looks exactly how I wanted it to. So with any luck on day one, this is going to happen. I'm tempted to probably fill up the basin of this. That is cool. So finally we have water in metal. The first time in I don't know how long. And this is going to then allow them to get their own water and food. We're gonna just realize that probably what we need to do here. The water needs to come up to level 2. And for that to happen, I need to put in a flow. What's a throttling valve? When did they add that one? I don't even know what that does. A one-way water out there with adjustable flow rate. Well, what's the difference between that and this one? Ah. A one-way outlet downstream. So I think they messed up. I think they... Yeah, this has been updated again. I think they messed up. These didn't work anymore. They didn't exist, and this was instead, and they must have made a error on that. All right, going to put this back together. Like this. And then this is going to be set to 180. And that will give me a load of water in there. We're going to get water in there anyway because it's gonna flood into it. Do we have any builders anymore? Oh, man. It's okay. I mean, we can deal with this for now. I might send some more beavers from Oakenwood over here. We need some builders. Send some more over. Got some builders? Yeah, we've got some builders. There we go. So they're going to build that pretty quickly. And then that's going to allow this to start working. And I believe this is all trees. And then we can put some farmland down here. And it's probably going to make sense to use dynamite to get it down to this level so we can maximize that as much as possible. So this is 2. So let's do that now. We're gonna blow all this out. And was it 2 or 3? Oh no, it's 3. It's not 2, it's 3. Okay. Is it 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 3. Three. And then these are 2s. And then this is a 1. And I think this is going to be a 1 as well. In order for us to be able to do that, we need to create some stairs. And then just make sure this is all pathed up. And they'll get round to doing that, and then we can create some farmland up there. And I think these guys are going to be so efficient at pumping this water out. It's probably not going to get... It's probably going to take a little while to get into there. Yeah, it's at night time that it's doing it because they're too efficient in the daytime with the water pumps. Right, now all that's done, I need to go and fix this food problem. Really annoying. You take your eye off one thing on this game and something else breaks. this is not filling up as much as quickly. Why isn't this filling up? What is... It could be these underwater things that's... Because that's filling in here. I'm going to turn off one of these. I'm quite tempted to turn this one on. Let's put this one on auto and see how bad what that does to food. So we'll pull water in from there as well. And there is water in here, so that's the pressure that's working underground. Is it? Or is it coming from somewhere else? Where is this coming from? Oh, it's part of food. That's why water's getting in there. Because I don't think they would have done this underground thing. No, they're miles away from doing that. So where am I losing the water? I'm pretty sure that's turned off. The one underwater is going to be on. Oh, these have got no power. That's not going to be helping. And they've got no power because oh, okay. Because I did that. There we go. Let's put that back together. And then we'll get more water in there. Now, food. They're growing it. But they are not processing it. I'm going to send all of those to food. We're going to send some of this from metal to food. And then we're going to open all of our farms. Yeah. So we're going to get all of our farmland going there. And then we're going to prioritize eggplants on you. And then we're going to prioritize corn on you. That's corn. What's that? Those are soybeans. Soybeans. You're going to be prioritized on corn. You're going to be prioritized on that one. All you do is that one. And then we are going to... For some reason, these aren't... The haulers aren't prioritized on these buildings, and they really need to be. On all of them. Okay, I'm going to unpause you. You are going to be prioritized on this. So now we should be getting lots of food in. Soybeans. Okay, you are working on that. And then we should start getting some food rationing going out. And then there's not much I can do. That's so annoyed me. It really has. And I can see this episode is getting on the long side. And with that, I think we're going to leave it there. At least we're going to end over here. We're going to end over here celebrating, have a bit of positivity. So thank you for joining me. We're at the end of this playthrough session, day 18 of cycle 25. We have managed to finally get water into our metal district. So at least they are able to take water out of here themselves. But now we've hit another food crisis, and that is one of the reasons why we spent a lot of time focused on building our new district over there. And we're going to focus on that on the next episode, and we're going to get that food district working to solve this problem that's happening on the top left right now. So until then, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.